Welcome back. We're following breaking news. The Justice Department has just released the transcript and audio recordings of its interview with Jeffrey Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche releasing the information from his two-day interview with Maxwell conducted last month. Maxwell telling Blanche she never witnessed now President Trump acting inappropriately.
I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
It comes as the Justice Department hands over its first batch of documents from its Epstein case to the House Oversight Committee, which had issued a subpoena for those records. Let's get right to NBC News national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent Tom Winter, who's been going through these transcripts since they were released. And Tom, I know that there are a lot of them, but based on what you have seen so far, are you seeing any big surprises in these transcripts and recordings?
Not at all, Kristen, and with the asterisk that, yes, there's over 300 pages here, approaching 330 pages. So we are going to still continue to comb through line by line. And, of course, it's a big team effort here. But no real surprises today for anybody who has followed this case or followed what Maxwell has said in the past. And the facts of what the Justice Department laid out in their own words just a couple of months ago when they released that memo back in July. So what we have from her today is there's no client list. We have from her that audio that you played there involving her testimony with current President Donald Trump. She referenced, it was asked about former President Bill Clinton, said that she didn't see him have any massages. And there were several inquiries about powerful CEOs in Silicon Valley. And again, there, to the best of what we've read so far, there's no indication that there's anybody there that she's implicated in any sort of impropriety or illegality. And really, Kristen, as we continue to pour through these notes, nothing is jumping out at me as far as investigative leads, which, of course, begs the question as to why this interview took place at all, because it doesn't appear that she's provided any sort of information that could provide any sort of other investigative paths. And again, that's something the Justice Department already told us here just within the last 60 days. They don't have enough to even open an investigation and properly predicate it, let alone go down the path of potential charges.
And, Tom, you know, one of the sections of this that's getting so much attention is Maxwell saying she doesn't believe Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide, even though his death was ruled a suicide. Let's listen to that.
So you think he did not die by suicide, given all the things we just talked about?
I do not believe he died by suicide, no.
And do you believe that, do you have any speculation or view of who killed him?
No, I don't.
Tom, talk a little bit about the significance of that.
You know, I don't really understand what the thought process is by those close to Jeffrey Epstein who suggest he died by any other manner of suicide. And the reason why I don't understand it, Kristen, is not a single time have they ever offered up a piece of evidence that suggests as to why it may have been a homicide. Nobody has suggested, Maxwell doesn't there in her interview, doesn't suggest any sort of clue, fact, investigative avenue or lead or otherwise that suggests to us in any way that there could have been any other way for Epstein to die by suicide. That would have had to fool the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner of New York City, a state, not a federal institution, a state institution, the United States Department of Justice's U.S. Attorney Office here in Manhattan, the FBI in New York, and other investigators who have taken a look at this, including the Inspector General for the Justice Department. So there's no indication here at all, Kristen, that this is anything other than a suicide. We keep our mind open to it as reporters, right? You never know when another piece of information or fact could come along, but nobody's offered one to suggest and support any theory as it relates to homicide. So not clear what that's about. It's being seized on by people, but where's the proof?
All right. Tom Winter, thank you so much for jumping on that and delving into all of the documents. We really appreciate it.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.